I know that it's my time to shine. Don't need
It's Ivy Slater, and you're listening to Her Success Story podcast, a show where gutsy businesswomen share their success journey.
love and all that I see when I'm looking at me. Just high quality, irresistible me. You might not agree.
Hi, it's Ivy Slater, and welcome to this episode of Her Success Story. For those of you who are regular subscribers, welcome back. For those of you that are first-time listeners, thanks for jumping on. And of course, feel free to press subscribe and continue to have the episodes of Her Success Story drop into your mobile devices or computers on a weekly basis. So today, the content episode, and it's about something that really means the world to me. We're about to kick off a series that is focused on nonprofits. So here's a little background on this. In kicking off the holiday series, kicking off the holidays, it was really important to me to do a series based on nonprofits. To me, the holidays is about giving and receiving. And what better way to heighten your knowledge than to share with you different people's perspectives on why they have gotten involved in nonprofits, a variety of different nonprofits out there, the impact they make, and the alignment that they are truly businesses. It's not just a nonprofit. It is a business. It's an organization that's in business to give and make a difference to a specific niche market. And that's truly what business is about. And when we build a business, we expand a business, we're always looking at how do we make a difference in our specific niche markets. And what nonprofits are is it identifies a piece of the marketplace that truly needs help and support. In doing that, they create a business to give the help and support to their niche or demographics. It's referred to as a nonprofit because they're not looking to make profitable business money. They're looking to make money to give it away. On the other hand, it's 100% run as a business. So nonprofits create business strategy. They have leadership, team issues. Sales is a huge piece in a nonprofit world because nonprofits are very much about raising capital, which is part of sales. It's a different approach in sales. Like I know somebody who I adore in one of my networking groups, who she actually teaches nonprofits and their leadership and their boards how to ask for money, because it's basic sales training, but a sales training with a twist in nonprofits. In the series coming up, we're going to be highlighting a few nonprofits. There's many, many, many of them, and we will always be highlighting nonprofits in the work we do with Her Success Story, because I think there is an enormous amount of organizations that are out there that are making a difference, that if we can help get their mission, their mottos forward and help them gain a little bit of exposure, it's beautiful work to be done. The first nonprofit we're going to be highlighting next week is Dress for Success. And as I interview Joi Gordon, the CEO of Dress for Success, you will see that I've had an alignment with Dress for Success since not just the day I opened Slater Success, my business, but actually I was exposed to it through a printing client who was involved with it prior. And through her work, we provided, and she was honored through Dress for Success, we did a bunch of back-end printing for Dress for Success as a donation and a gift in her honor. So nonprofits are important to me. As a woman, I hope, and as a mom, I hope I have made an impact on my children, and I believe I had on their awareness with nonprofits. If it's not walks we do for different people, we are through our friends and family. It's, my daughter in high school was swimming for charity water when she was on the swim team. She's always been involved in something, and presently she's works for a large corporation in corporate responsibility. So the corporation makes millions upon billions of dollars, and her job is giving their money away. So there's many different ways we can look at to be involved in nonprofits. As human beings, as individual business owners, as leaders, CEOs, CFOs, directors, whatever your role is at the organization, you have a choice as a human being to see what you can do. And I talk about this a lot, of coming from a place of what can you do. When we look at it, there's always this laundry list of all the things we can't do. But when we think about giving, it's not always about giving, $1,000, $50,000, $100,000, that, well, in order to really make a difference, you have to be able to give big. Sometimes you could actually just give by showing up and putting luncheon bags for organizations. You could show up to just help creating, to feed the homeless. You could show up in packing packages to our women and men in service. It's not a matter of how much you give. It's a matter of the commitment to show up. It's not about a dollar denomination. It's about the commitment in showing up. And what I always find really interesting is the people who find time to show up one way or another are incredibly busy people. They're the leaders of many, many different organizations. So when we look at what we can do, find time to show up in your world in whatever it is for you. It doesn't matter if it's one nonprofit or charity or another, if it's a boys group, a girls group, reading to young children in areas that they need tutoring and support. It doesn't matter what you do. The matter is that you do it. In looking forward, I'm really excited. The interviews with a lot of leaders in various different organizations each have lessons to share, have messages to give, have tips that revolve real world, revolve making a difference, revolve the big and the little things we can do. And sometimes we just learn of, wow, what it takes and who people are made up of. The core of the human nature, and how in the time of we are in today to surround ourselves with great people. So give these interviews a listen. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to Her Success Story. Our podcast surrounded and our series surrounding nonprofit kicks off Thanksgiving week. Got drops on Monday. Our next interview next Monday that will be dropped will be Dress for Success, and we with Joi Gordon. And from there, we're going to be speaking to some men and women leaders of dynamic organizations, people who've started organizations, people who lead organizations, how they've gotten involved, what their organizations mean in this world, and how we can think about our own organizations to get involved in, and the little bits that we do that make a huge impact in our neighborhoods, in our country, in this world today. So thanks for joining me today on Her Success Story. It's been brief. I hope it's been good. And more importantly, stay tuned and tune in to the series on nonprofits and business. See you next time.